Hello, and welcome to another edition of Day Drinking with Kevin. Well, it's the day after Christmas, and I'm sure like a lot of you, you're sitting there wondering, what do I do with all the leftover Christmas cookies that people didn't want to eat? Well, I'm here to give you the ultimate guide in pairing wine with Christmas cookies. First, let's start with a sugar cookie, one of my favorites. And because of all the icing on the sugar cookie, one of my favorite pairings is Prosecco. Prosecco is made from a grape called Glera and comes from the northeast corner of Italy. This is probably one of the coolest areas in the world of wine to say. It comes from Canigliano Valdobiadene. You have to have a couple of bottles in you before you can say that properly. But I think the bubbles from the Prosecco and the light, crisp flavor pairs perfectly with the sugar cookies and with the icing on top. Next, we have our traditional gingerbread cookie. The gingerbread cookie has a little bit of spice to it, and so I think what pairs perfectly there is a dry German Riesling. Now remember, when we're talking about Rieslings, the longer the name, the sweeter it is. So if you get a Riesling that says Trocken, that means dry. If you get a Riesling that says Trocken Baronaus Leise, that's a very sweet Riesling. So depending on what you're looking for, any Riesling will pair perfectly with the gingerbread cookie. One of my daughter's favorite cookies is the Snickerdoodle Cookie. And what pairs perfectly with the Snickerdoodle Cookie is Madeira. Madeira comes from an island off the coast of Portugal and has several different flavors, including Malmsey, which pairs perfectly with the cinnamon on top of the Snickerdoodle Cookie. Next, my other daughter's favorite is the Thumbprint. Thumbprint is traditional kind of sugar cookie with some jelly in it, and what pairs perfectly with that is a Pinot Noir. Now, whether you get a Pinot Noir from California or my favorite from Burgundy, you're going to get the cranberry and cherry flavors that pairs perfectly with the jelly inside the Thumbprint. And it really doesn't matter what kind of jelly's in that Thumbprint. Unless you have a peanut allergy, my favorite cookie is the peanut butter cookie. Whether you put a Reese's peanut butter cup in there or a Hershey's Kiss, it is a perfect thing to pair with the Old Vine Zinfandel. Old Vine Zinfandel is jammy and delicious. And another option would be a late harvest vintage port. Again, also kind of giving you the same flavors of like that peanut butter and jelly sandwich you used to have as a kid. You know, the one that you put in your metal lunchbox, and by the time lunch rolled around, it was ooey and gooey. Makes perfect pairing for the cookies. And as you know, Girl Scout cookie pairing season is coming up. This also goes perfectly with the peanut butter tag-along or the do-si-do as well. Next, if you're also looking for a wine that pairs with both the port and a Cabernet Sauvignon, I recommend the good old chocolate chip cookie. The chocolate chips here provide a rich backbone and some tannins to go with both the Cabernet and the port. So again, we're offering you some flexibility depending on what wine you have in your cellar. Those same wines go also very well with the Crinkle Cookie. The Crinkle Cookie is a dark chocolate cookie with some white powder on top. Again, consider the Cabernet or the port, it will go very well. And finally, we have the good old Peppermint chip cookie. This has chocolate and peppermint chips, and what goes perfectly here is a Shiraz. As you know, I spent 1 month in New Zealand and Australia in May, and I found the Shirazes in Australia were fantastic, particularly from the Barossa Valley. So here, we're looking for the tannins in the Shiraz to pair with the tannins in the chocolate, and those little peppermint flakes really make the Shiraz pop. Well, there you have it. The ultimate guide to pairing leftover Christmas cookies with wine. I want to thank you guys for an amazing 2024, and I look forward to more videos in 2025. If you like this episode, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you've not already subscribed to Day Drinking with Kevin, please do it now. I wish you all a safe and happy holiday season. And until next time, this is Kevin McGuire saying, salute.